Who's Michael for you? Okay, perfect. Is this the same Michael for the both of you? Because he keeps saying, I'm the one and only for everybody. Do you understand it? Perfect. Good. Good, 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 good. Okay. So he's a grandfather for you, father energy for you. Do you understand that? Wonderful. Most people called him Michael. So I feel like I'm going to call him Michael. Now, they'll always give me the proper name. Sometimes they'll make me feel people called him something different. He's saying to me I'm allowed to call him Michael, meaning I can just call him by the proper, which is fine. And whose birthday's in August? Okay, I'm just going to leave it because he keeps saying to me there's 2 different dates and I feel the birthday balloons for the one of them. It just means he might be trying to introduce somebody else that's with him on the other side. That's starting to step in as well. And how is he tied to you? Because he's making me draw the wedding rings. Do you understand it? Perfect. Is this your first time talking to him, honey? Okay, I'm just asking. Is he saying to me he has a lot to say? Okay, perfect. So he's standing right here. He's saying, Michael, he makes me feel like it belongs to all of you, even though I only saw their hands go up. Do you understand it? Okay, perfect. And August is your anniversary? Perfect. So that's why he was giving me the wedding ring tie as well. It was his way of not only validating the anniversary, but it's his way of validating the tie to marriage as well. There is somebody older who keeps saying August to me, and I'm feeling pink balloons, meaning it's a female. Okay, perfect. She's stepping in just behind him. I felt it was maternal, but I was waiting to see if it was mother or grandmother. Do you understand it? Perfect. So that's why I was feeling the August birthday first. It's because she's starting to step in with him. Do you understand? Do you have a connection with her? Because she's saying connection, and she makes me feel like I want to hug you. Because when older generations come through, whether in-laws, whether grandparents, whether great-grandparents, they'll say time spent, or they'll say connection to me, meaning they had time here with you on the earth plane. Because you can still know about a grandparent or a great-grandparent and how they passed and everything else. Do you understand it? And know their name and see all the old pictures, but you might not have had any time with them here. Okay. Was he the one you were hoping for? Because he keeps saying to me she was waiting for me to start talking. Do you understand it? Okay, perfect. So I'm feeling his mom just behind him. I don't know if she's going to step in, but she makes me feel like she wants to hug you. Do you understand? And who is Mary? Okay. She's just behind her as well. So I'm just going to leave her for a minute because she's saying my name is Mary, and I can feel her standing just behind me. He's right here, his mom's standing right here, and then I can feel Mary just behind me, okay? It just means that there's other people that are coming in with him as far as them coming through together. That's all it is. Even though he might be the main person that talks, okay? So I'm going to ask him to start. And there's somebody in the service. Okay, because he keeps saying to me, it's not just her dad that watches over her. Do you understand it? Perfect, good. So it's his way of acknowledging. There's the daughter in the service, she's been there for a few months. Okay, because he keeps saying to me, she's been in the service for a few months. I've never had a chance to tell her I'm proud of her for it. She always talks to her dad because he's here in heaven with us too. But he always talks about how he watches over her and how proud he is of her and validated about her going into the service. Now it's my turn. That's what he said. Do you understand it? Perfect. Okay, good. So he's saying Michael to me. He's saying father energy to you, husband, and then I feel grandparent. Do you understand it? Wonderful. He makes me feel really drawn to you, honey. Did you feel really close to him? Is he one of the people you were hoping for? Okay, because he keeps saying to me, I'm not the only person she was hoping that she would have a chance to talk to. Do you understand that? Who had the miscarriage? Because he keeps saying the baby's with me. Do you understand that? And he keeps doing this, but I know the child is grown. Do you understand? You didn't know what the child was?
The girl.
Okay, I'm just asking. Because he keeps saying to me that there's a lot of people standing here and that your child is with him. Do you understand it? And it's okay that you said it because I would have started to see her, I would have started to pink. but he kept making me feel like you didn't get to hold her and take care of her the way you wanted to. That's how I know it was before the breath was taken. Do you understand it? Meaning it just comes through as miscarriage. Do you understand? Perfect. But sometimes, whether first trimester, second trimester, third trimester, sometimes they'll tell me what trimester you were in. He just kept doing this. Perfect. I feel like the breath wasn't taken. Do you understand it? Meaning it's their way of saying that the baby passed before the baby was actually birthed and there was no breath taken. Do you understand it? Meaning that there was a miscarry in the birth. Do you understand? Okay, perfect. Good. Because he keeps saying to me, she's with me. You haven't had a chance to talk to her yet? He said, this is one of the reasons I'm talking now. Because she's with him. Do you understand it? You saved some of her items. And what's with the baby clothes? You have some of the baby clothes? Because I feel like I want to touch them. Do you understand it? Did you save the things that you took to the hospital? Okay.
No, I didn't take anything to the hospital, but I had her new.
I'm just asking. Because he makes me feel like I want to touch baby clothes. Usually that's because it's clothes that you thought about putting the baby in. Do you understand? And I feel like he's laying the clothes out in front of me and I want to touch them. Okay, perfect. That's all it is. That's why I had to stop and say, is it at the hospital? Because he's not giving me any pictures. He's only showing me the clothes laying out on a bed on a white blanket. Do you understand it? Okay, good. He's not making me feel what room it's in, so that's why I had to stop. But he's validating about the clothes. He keeps talking about the soul of the daughter being with him. Alright, I'm asking him if he's going to start talking first. I'm being told that he's introducing the daughter today as far as the loss of the child because he wanted you to have a chance to talk to her. You haven't had a chance yet? Because my guy keeps saying to me, it's her first time, Kelly. Do you understand it? Because I have my guy standing just behind me. Okay, perfect. So there's all these people. The mother-in-law's here where I was getting the August birthday. And I just felt lost a baby before the breath taken. Do you understand? And all I see is the baby clothes. So I know that that's what you kept. And I feel like it's one of the only things you really have. Do you understand? Because I keep getting very sparse items. Meaning there's not really very much left, okay? But he keeps talking about how he wants to validate that child. Can I ask you a question? He give you a hard time a lot? Okay, because I'm listening to some of the stuff he's starting to say to me now, and I'm like, do you want me to repeat some of this? Do you understand it? Okay, perfect. He goes, I didn't realize how much I really put my wife through, but she tried to give it back to me, but I gave it more. Do you understand? But she needs to know that I appreciate her, and she needs to know that I'm saying thank you for the things she did for me until the time I passed. Do you understand it? Okay. Did you feel like he showed appreciation to you? Because he's saying to me, I could have done a better job. I could have done a better job telling her how much I appreciated her. And I know she knows that I picked on her all the time, and I gave her a hard time, but she knows it was out of love. Do you understand it? Okay, perfect. So it's his way of validating that he didn't actually give the appreciation the way that he probably should have. Do you understand? It's his way of acknowledging that he sees stuff from the other side since then. Do you understand it? Perfect. He keeps saying, call me Michael. So I said, okay, I already know your name. He's so funny. He said, I wanted her to know the baby was with me, but I feel like she's grown. Okay, good. And this would have been a biological sister to you? Because I keep getting bloodline straight across. Do you understand it? It's just her way of stepping in with him. Even though he makes me feel like I'm going to hold her as a baby, I know she's continued to grow on the other side. Okay? So I'm just going to let him talk a little bit, and then I'm being told that she wants a chance to talk to you as well. Okay? This is what I'm going to say to you. No, this actually comes from the daughter, so it's a good thing. I feel like you're the main person she watches over. Because you would have been a sister to her. Do you understand it? Perfect. She just makes me feel like you're the main person that she watches over. Even though I know that she's with you, I know you have a hard time because of the loss, but she makes me feel she's been gone a long time. Do you understand it? That's why they kept making me feel the breath wasn't taken on this plane, okay? So that's how I know it's lost. And tell my wife I love her. I probably could have done a better job in letting her know all the things they appreciated that she did. I don't understand why he's saying this. I've never had anyone say this before. He goes, but she knows there's never another one like me. What is that? I'm like, what is that about? Huh? I'm just repeating his word. I know you know it's him. I'm just repeating the words that he's saying to me. Do you understand it? He is, I don't really use the word hot mess all the time, and I don't really want to say that. I'm trying to figure out how to describe his personality, because I'm like, honey, what do you want to say to her? He goes, I just wanted her to know that I was here, but today was about her being able to talk to our daughter. It just means he wanted a chance to say hello to you. Do you understand it? And I'm asking him what else he wants to talk about, and he's giving me silly lines like that. Do you understand? Are you smelling the smell of smoke in your house? Mm-hmm. Visitation. Mm-hmm. You smelled it just a couple times?
Oh, one more now that smoking upstairs. Yeah.
You smelled it before, meaning it was spirit before she was ever in the house. Do you understand it? It's just their way of coming and getting attention to you. Do you understand it? Are you a smoker? I'm just teasing you. I'm just teasing you. He keeps showing me books over your head. Are you going to be going to school? Is this something you've been thinking about? He keeps saying to me, tell her to open the book up. And he's showing me a book above your head. You what? Did you bring it on purpose, or is it just randomly in there? Okay. That's not what it's about. It's about further schooling. Do you understand it? Because he keeps putting the book above your head, and he keeps saying to me, tell her to open the book. It's his way of validating to you that it's going to be good for you to go to school. Do you understand? Okay. Are you a little all over the place about what you're going to do? Okay. Because I feel like he just put me on the seesaw, and I'm going like this. That's how I know that you're still trying to find a little bit of balance with your life. That he keeps saying to me, she needs to know that I watch over her. I want her to have a little more focus. I'm hoping that she'll, and then he gives me the book again, meaning he's saying it's a good thing for you to go to school. Are you thinking about starting soon? Because he keeps saying to me she needs to start by next winter. That's how I know you need to start in the fall or winter.
Yeah,
You want to start in the fall? Perfect, because he keeps saying to me she needs to start by the winter, meaning you need to start in the fall, or you need to be registered to start next January. Do you understand it? He's probably giving you the later date, because it might just be, you kind of take your time with this a little bit. This is what I'm going to say to you. Go through general studies first until you figure out what you really want to do. Do you understand it? Okay. Only because he makes me sit on the seesaw, and I feel like you're really, really scattered.
that's true.
Okay? And it's just because you're trying to find balance and purpose with your life. You're trying to figure out what direction you need to go down. That's all it is. You just need to know that he's there to protect you and that he's going to guide you through it. Do you understand? Perfect. Good. Okay. Tell my wife I love her. All right. He's starting to actually move over here. I'm going to start to feel the daughter. Now, even though I know that you lost her as a baby, I'm going to feel her as an adult, grown on the other side. Okay? So I'm just going to listen to her words and let her talk. Because I'm being told I'm only going to have her for a minute or two. Mom, you need to know that even though we didn't have the time together that you would have liked to have had, you still need to know that I've been a part of everyone's lives. She passed before your husband. She keeps saying to me, you need to know that I was there to meet Dad as well, even though I wasn't very old when he came. Do you understand it? Perfect. Good. She keeps saying to me, tell her I'm standing right beside you. Tell her I love her. Tell her even though I didn't have a chance to know what it was like for her to be my mom, there's ways I did because she carried me for as long as she did. It's her way of validating that she is still with everybody from heaven. Do you understand it? Perfect. She is, I just feel nothing but peace from her. And I just feel nothing but love. I can feel the wings in front of her chest, and I feel all this like peachy pink color all around her. So it's me feeling her aura. I can feel the wings across her chest, so it's their way of validating that she's at peace. And all I keep getting is that she's been with you and she's been trying to give you signs all along. Do you understand? So I'm going to ask her what they are, okay? Tell her there's times I come and sit with her. I know she always thinks about what it would be like to have me there, and she wonders what my life would have been and what my life would have been with all of them. Do you understand it? Okay. She needs to know that I love her. Have you looked at her like an angel watching over you? I'm asking because she makes me feel protective of you. And that can mean her perception as that she's very protective of you, or it's the way you felt as well. Do you understand? So that's why I have to ask, because she makes me feel the protective arms, and then I feel like she's very protective over you. It just means because she's been gone as long as she has, that she's always watched over you. Do you understand it? You think you take pretty good care of yourself? Okay. But she's saying to me, I always watch over her health. It's the thing I watch over the most. Okay? And all I keep getting is she needs to take care of herself. She needs to take care of herself. So that's why I'm asking you. Okay? She keeps saying you need to know that even though we didn't have the connection the way we both would have liked to have had, you're still my mom and I love you. Do you understand it? And this is what I'm going to say to you. Eventually, one day when you're on the other side and you're in heaven with them, you're going to be able to actually see her as an adult. And as soon as you, I'm getting all this energy, as soon as you actually see her, you're going to know it's her. Because you're going to recognize, even though you lost the baby, I feel like you had a chance to at least have her in your arms for a short time. Do you understand it? Perfect. Because that's why your husband kept making me feel like I wanted to hold the baby as well. Because my guide said it was a double validation. Do you understand? Good. So when you recognize her, you're going to instantly know it's her, even though you wouldn't be able to know what she would look like here as an adult. Do you understand? Good. I'm going to ask her if there's anything else. I can feel her drifting. I feel him stepping back in, so I'm going to see if there's anything else he wants to say. His mom still keeps making me feel like she wants to hug you. And even though I feel Aunt Mary just back here, that's okay. She's just here for support, okay? She's not going to actually step in. You felt very close to his mom? Because she keeps saying to me, she's my daughter, meaning she's making me feel before that she wanted to hug you, and I feel the closeness, meaning she looked at you like a daughter. Good. She keeps saying to me she wanted you to know that I wanted her to know that I'm standing here with the two of them and that we all came together and that I love her too. But today was about her husband being able to have a chance to say hello. I wanted a chance to let her know that I was standing here with him, and we wanted her to have a chance to talk to her daughter. Do you understand it? Okay. So it's just your way of knowing that they're all together and that they're okay. Okay, I'm going to ask him what else he wants to say. This is what I'm going to tell you. I didn't get anything out of him besides his name, but I can't control what he did. It was about him being able to have you have that connection with your daughter, and just his way of letting you know that he still watches over you and that he loves you. That's all it is, okay?